good morning, good evening. How are we all doing? It is 4:30 a.m. It is 8 degrees Celsius. I haven't slept a bit, so I thought, why not and make this thing that I don't know what to call it. The game is just there so that you're not staring at a black screen while I aimlessly talk to myself. Um, there is a reason as to why uploads are slow. Well, they've always been slow, but there are reasons. The main reason is because my anxiety is just looking at the numbers and just fucking with my brain per se. It sees the low numbers and things. Oh, no one likes your content, therefore stop doing the stuff that you're doing. When it doesn't realize that people have work in school, which is understandable. But the main reason is my insomnia and another problem. My insomnia is more worse than general insomnia because it is also tied with depression and stress. And so, because of that, it is harder to keep control of. And once it goes out of control, like it has for the past 2 weeks, it is very difficult for me to regain control of. The past week, I have been waking up at 2 p.m. or something, but going to sleep at midday, 9 a.m., 7 a.m., 3 a.m., or I would go to sleep at 12, but only wake up at 3 or 4. And I honestly do not know how long it's going to take, and I do not know what else to do in order to fix it. Another reason is the lack of support I get. And by that, I don't mean by you guys, because I know that you guys like what I make. I know that my boyfriend, my friends, and you guys do like what I make. However, my mum is very supportive. She understands the work that I do with the recordings and the streams. She understands all that, whereas my dad, he doesn't. Normally, people will be like, well, knowing how society is anyway. Oh, don't worry about it. Just do your own thing. You're over 18. You're 24. Just do your own thing. Yes, I'm 24, turning 25 in a few months, but having my dad understand what I do, having my dad understand my. Ever since I left school, making my father proud of me has been the most difficult thing for me. Everything I do, I get ridiculed for it. Are you earning money from that? Are you earning money from this? Oh, it's a waste of time if you're not earning money from it. Every time I talk about my photography, he drives it down my throat that I can only take it seriously if I can earn money from it. Whenever I talk about my drawings, he takes no interest and never even bats an eyelid at what I've drawn. And again, whenever I mention, oh hey, I wouldn't mind doing this in drawing course because it would help me out, he will then say the whole lecture of, that's nice and all, but you do realize that in the drawing community, getting a job, let alone getting paid, is extremely difficult, therefore you shouldn't even bother with it. And with the whole streaming and YouTube stuff, like he watches YouTube. He watches all this full drive and fitness stuff, and he tells me about how amazed he is that people can earn money from that, that people can earn money from creating videos, from getting the donations, from doing the streams. But when I do it, I'm wasting my life. I'm wasting my talent. I'm wasting everything, apparently. Because the only thing he cares about is me doing something to get money. Yes, I know that I need a job, but he doesn't understand that for the past 6 years I've been looking for a job. I've emailed places, I've put in resumes in places, and they've all turned me down because of either my depression, my anxiety, or most common reason, the fact that I don't have teeth. I don't know what to do to make him proud of me anymore. And it's stressing me the fuck out. It's stressed me to the point where I've had breakdowns. It's making me depressed. So depressed to the point where I am struggling to keep the motivation in making videos. I am struggling to keep the motivation to do the streaming, to do my drawing, to do my photography, to do what makes me happy. Because I keep having it in my mind that I can only do something. I just don't know what to do with my life anymore. I just want. Oh, fuck. I just want my father to be proud of me. But it's too hard. And that's the main reason why everything is being so slow, because everything is just being so stressful for me. I can't. I mean, just in general, I have to pretend and act like I'm still a fucking little princess. I can't swear. I have to change my humor completely. I have to change the way I talk completely. I can't talk about half of the topics I usually talk about. The way that I talk with my friends, I can talk about it like that with my mum because she shares the dark humor. She shares the same humor that I do, and she understands that I'm just talking whatever. Whereas my dad, I have to talk as if I'm in a fucking church. I'm only talking about this now because I want to get it off my chest, because I know that people care. But I'm only taking the opportunity to say it now because it is taking an effect on me. My mum already knows most of this. We talk about it most days when dad is at work. No, dad has changed since his operations. His attitude, when a person goes through a double bypass, we get told by a doctor it will take about 12 months for them to fully recover, which is understandable, completely understandable, but the bullshit that me and mum had to go through. But no, we just wore our masks and pretended that everything was okay. We pretended to his family that everything was okay. We pretended to dad that everything was okay. Knowing how close he was to death still haunts me to this day. And yet he doesn't realize. Oh, he knows what mum's going through, but he doesn't know about me. He doesn't fucking ask. I want to keep doing what I'm doing because it makes me happy. It helps me with my anxiety. It helps me with my depression. It helps me with my stress. But I don't know how, with the way shit happens at home. It's why I want to be outside of my house all the time. It's why I want to get away from home all the time. Because I'm 24 years old and I don't feel free. I don't feel like an adult. I am not allowed to cook. Every single time I try to cook, my dad takes over and he tells me to go away. The sad part, the majority of the conversations me and my dad have are arguments or disagreements. We used to be close, but as I grew older, we just grew apart. And I just have my father proud of me? Can't I just have him be happy for me for once? The kind of happy that a father usually is of his daughter. and not just fucking pathetic fake happiness. Oh, you cleaned your house today. I'm fucking proud of you. Yeah, I do that every day. You just don't fucking notice. I don't know. I don't even know if anyone actually listens to all of this ramble business that I do. Yes, it should be something that I should be telling a therapist, but I've been seeing 8 therapists for the past 10 years, and it's a waste of money. Personally, I think it's a waste of money because every time you see them, it's the same bullshit. You have to say the same thing over and over again, and everything that they say makes it as if you've just been talking to a brick wall. They don't care. They just get paid to listen to your problems. They don't. Oh, fucking hell. I am so fucking tired and I can't sleep. I am so mentally tired. I can't deal with the stress that I'm getting. That's why I just dream. Because it takes a little bit of pressure off of me. It takes a little bit of stress off me because streaming, I can just set it up, play Overwatch for a few hours, or play Titanfall 2 for a few hours. Now I can just relax. Well, try to at least. I don't expect any. To be honest, I don't expect any positive feedback from this, I guess. Because the last time I did a video like this, years ago, I ended up deleting it because I had all these people that claimed that, oh, I study psychology, therefore this, and this, and this. And I fear that that's going to happen again because that's how the internet works, unfortunately. I do apologize if you can't even understand half the shit that I'm saying. Um, I forget that when that, fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, a part of me feels like that I had to say, oh, hey, shit is happening in my life, which is why everything has been slow content wise. But then the other half of me is thinking, well, no one has really asked about where it is. No one has really told me what they want to see. No one has told me what content they like me to make. So, what's the point, I guess? But, yeah. Have a good day.